Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Whiz Talk. This is your host, Orioles Whiz Craig. Got another very exciting show coming up tonight. We're going to go back to the future. We're going to check some of the fan mail that's been piling up around the studio here. We're also going to give an update on the 3-0 Orioles down there in spring training, and we're also going to have a word from our sponsors. So stick around, all that and more coming right up. Tonight's episode of Orioles Whiz Craig brought to you by the return of Gino's Restaurants to the Baltimore area. The return of Gino's Restaurants. Find out where and when at Google. Alright folks, very excited about the first place 3-0 Orioles down there in spring training, on a pace to win a couple of thousand games in the next decade alone. Very impressive indeed. Matt Wieters will become a bona fide star this year. Maybe not one of them Dancing with the Stars type stars, but, a star just the same. Vladimir Guerrero has already gone deep, and Duscher's injured. So far everything is going as planned. Orioles are in first place in the Grapefruit League, and the Rockies are in first place in the Clementine League. So that's something we got to keep our eye on too. As I've been saying before, the missus and I had an excellent chance to get away and enjoy ourselves and, take in the opulence, take a moment off, go out to West Virginia, relax, start a bonfire, look into each other's eyes and talk about the Orioles. So it was very nice indeed. But while we were away, the fan mail was piling up, so we made a promise to ourselves to go ahead and review some of this fan mail that we got. Our first letter comes from Jeff from Hindleville. Dear Wiz, where can I get reruns of your show? To take on the road with me while I'm speed walking. Good question, Jeff. Unfortunately, this show is available only live and over the air. We are in negotiations with iTunes to do a podcast, however. Okay, our second question comes from an Oprah in Chicago. She must be picking us up on the satellite. Her question, is Wiz Talk hiring? Well, Oprah, we're always looking for good people. Send a brief email, like a bio, a picture of you and your cat, and a self-addressed stamped envelope to www.wiz/hiring. That's RIN apostrophe .wiz.biz. And the way we do it around here at Wiz Talk is, the first applications we get are the first ones to be hired. Okay, our last question is from a Charlie in Los Angeles, California. Dear Wiz, love the show, love Geno's. How can you tell when your career is finally over? Well, that's a good question, Charlie, but unfortunately, we're all out of time. So this is Orioles Whiz Craig saying thanks everybody for enjoying the show. And as usual, save the low urinal for me.